What up? What up? What up? Had a few things I had to take care of. Thank y'all for joining tonight's episode of the CM Show. Let me make sure my audio's good. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Hope y'all are having a good week. What flavor we got tonight? Arctic Mix. It's been one hell of a day, one hell of a week. Welcome to tonight's episode of the CM Show. Who am I? I am an author, a father, an Aries man, and a lover of love. I love doing this. I love talking about these shows. I love talking about relationships. And we're going to have some adult conversations as we always do. So just to make sure that everybody knows, this is an adults only show. We're going to have adult conversations and we may be using adult language and some adult themes. So with that being said, if you are easily offended or you're like, this is not, necessarily my ears are all sensitive, I can't deal with this, then you have been warned because this is an adult show. Now, as I just said, I do love, but I am not a relationship coach. I'm not a relationship guru, a dating coach, or anything like that. I'm just a dude that is learning about love and relationships. And I like having these conversations because we're able to talk about it. We're able to get some feedback. I'm able to get different perspectives and also give my own perspective and give not necessarily advice, but, hey, from my perspective, I think it's X, Y, or Z. So I just want to let everybody know I am in no way, shape, manner, or form a relationship expert. I've had people tell me that I'm on my show telling people about relationships, even though my relationships, plural, Lord knows it's been quite a few, have not been the most successful. So with that being said and done, let's get into it. Let us get into it. So tonight, we are going to be talking about side pieces. Okay. But before we even talk about, tonight, let's talk about what's going to be taking place next week. And next week, a lot of people in this country are going to be celebrating the holiday of Thanksgiving. That means that folks are going to be eating a whole bunch of beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, chicken, turkey, rabbit, all of that good stuff. So with them eating all of that stuff, right, as good as all of those things are, as good as the turkey, I personally do like lamb myself. I am a fan. I do not too much on the turkey. Now, if it's fried, I will smash a fried turkey. That is pretty damn good. Chicken, of course. I don't eat the porks, all that hog and chitlins and all of that stuff. On a side note, of all of the things that you can eat, why would you bother eating chitterlings? I mean, it takes so much damn work. Anyway. So with all of getting back on track, with all of the things that you have as entrees, right? Like whether it's the turkey, the beef, the roast, and there's roast beef, all of that good stuff, right? As good as those things are, having something on the side tends to make the meal that much better, in my opinion. Now, I want to hear what y'all have to say, but in my opinion, having that nice side dish, that good side dish is going to make the meal be that much better. Okay. So we're going to be talking about that because I know not everybody's crazy about having a side dish or a side piece. However, is it necessarily a bad thing? I don't think so. I think that instead of it being a side piece, it could be more of a situation where everybody knows what's going on. But we're going to get into that in a minute, okay? Because as good as a side dish might be, as good as the main dish might be, having a good side makes the meal even that much better. Y'all know you got that turkey with a little bit of, got some gravy on it. But if you put that dressing and mix it in, and oh my God, does it not make the turkey better? The side is good on its own. I'm a big fan of dressing, by the way. But when you put the two together, oh my God, it's that much more satisfying. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hog guts either. I agree with you, sir. Or Matt, I agree with you. I am not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. So, one of the things that I like to do Okay, what I like to do first and foremost with everything, no matter what it is I like to define the terms. So first things first, what is a side piece? A side piece is someone you talk to at your convenience while you're in a relationship. There are no strings attached, no stress. We're going to focus on that one in a minute. No stress, no expectations. We're going to focus on that too. No bullshit. I'm going to read that again. A side piece is someone that you talk to at your convenience while you're in a relationship. There are no strings attached, no stress, no expectations, no bullshit. Okay? Those are the things that are necessary for you to have a side piece. Now, let's talk about the nomenclature. It could be a side piece, a side chick, a side dude, a work wife, work husband. They're all the same. Okay, they are all the same. Now, even though they may have different names for the side piece, there are also different levels when it comes to side pieces as well. Okay, now you could have it from starting, let's say you have a scheduled maintenance man that comes through and he greases up a few things, and he does a quick alignment, knocks things that are out of whack and knocks them back in place. Or it could be a full-on mistress where she pretty much has all of the rights. Well, she doesn't have all of the rights of the main. However, she's not just a random. There are levels to side pieces. Now, you could also have a transactional side piece. They call those sugar babies, and well, I guess it's either or. All right. So there are different levels when it comes to side pieces, as well as not just the different names as well. Now, no matter what you want to call it, at the end of the day, we have to call it what it is. And one of the things that we do over here, one of the things that we do is we call it what it is. At the end of the day, for you to have a side piece, that means that there has to be some strain going on. Now, for my ready to love people out there, y'all remember this?
Have you cheated before? And do you think that part of your life is completely over?
I'm trying to set proper expectations.
My man Sweat, man.
When it comes to that, I can't say that I've cheated because I haven't had a girlfriend. Like, I've never been in relationships enough to cheat on someone, so that's part by design. You can't cheat if you're not in a relationship.
He does have a point there. You can't cheat if you're not in a relationship. I mean, hey. However, I understand that it is a side piece. I get it. You know what? We're not gonna mix anything up. It is what it is. We're gonna call it cheating. Okay? But you're in a relationship. You you are going to cheat, meaning you're the cheater, or you're going to be the side piece that the cheater does their thing with. You're the cheatee. And with that being said and done, no matter what it is in life, just like how we define the terms, there are also rules to what it is that you do. And there are rules to this. Whether you like it or not, there are rules that come along when it comes to being a side piece or you having a side piece. Now, the rules, as I'm about to lay them out, are more along the lines of, hey, this is the expectation that you are a side piece or your side piece has to have that you need to follow. Rule number 1, keep the secret. Okay? Keep the secret. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. We live in a day and age where people share everything, no matter what it is, okay, from your basic email all the way down, from your basic email all the way to all of your social media, there is a share button. So you can share everything. However, the one thing that you do not share is this damn secret. You keep that shit to yourself. Keep it to yourself. So social media, all that talking too damn much, because as they say, loose lips sink ships. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep the secret. Rule number 2, don't have any expectations. Do not have any expectations because it is what it is. Oh, wrong one. Ooh, don't want to do that. Don't have any expectations. Okay? There is no expectation of longevity. There is no expectation of a promotion. If you are the side piece, that is your role. In fact, there may be one exception as far as having an expectation, and that is that your position will be terminated sooner or later. That's probably the only thing that you can expect. Outside of that, you cannot have any expectations of longevity or a promotion. Now, could it happen? Sure. You very well could be promoted to the next to the main. It very well could happen, but the odds of that are slim to none. Number 3. So my phone is just blowing up today. Rule number 3: be under the radar. Okay, be under the radar. What that means is no selfies, no pictures, no texts unsolicited, no phone calls unsolicited. Unless the main reaches out to you, you fall back. You fall back. Be under the radar. And if at all possible, don't even follow that person on social media. You're going to talk to them anyway. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to know what they're doing. Be under the radar. Rule number 4. Had a good conversation with my friend about this one. Don't expect to be courted. Do not expect to be courted. Okay? Do not expect to be courted. Now, the word expect, that's the key word in that particular rule. All right? Because remember, what's rule number 2? Don't have any expectations. Do not expect to be courted. So that means your Valentine's Day is going to be February 15th. You can't expect to have all of the things that the main has. No. You cannot expect to be courted. And of course, if you do that, then you cannot be disappointed. Go in with your eyes wide open. Rule number 5, and this goes back to when I was talking about the definition a second ago. No drama. From a man's perspective, there are 3 things that we want. Sex, well, actually 4. Sex, sandwich, sleep, and silence. That peace, okay? The side piece should bring you peace. From a man's perspective, a side piece is an escape, a respite, an oasis. You're going to your side piece, or you're meeting your side piece in order to have peace. So if you're leaving the drama of the main and your side piece is injecting drama, that kind of sort of defeats the purpose. So rule number 5. Can give you indigestion. All right, I'm going to talk about that in a second. All right. Rule number 6, stay clear of the main. Stay clear of the main dish. Now, my son is kind of weird this way, right? And I'm sure maybe y'all know people that are like this. He eats everything one by one. He doesn't like, okay, say he's got a meal, a value meal. You got the burger, the fries, the drink. He'll eat all the fries, then he'll eat the burger or whatever the main thing is. He doesn't mix them. There's some people that don't like to mix their food. Everything, nothing can touch. That's the same mindset that you have to have when it comes to if you're a side piece or if you have a side piece, they need to stay clear of the main. All right. That means eyes front. You don't need to be looking left, right. No, like we said in the military, eyes front. You marching. You don't need to see nothing else. Keep your eyes focused. You don't need to be following that main person on social media and liking their pictures and doing all that dumb shit. No, 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 no. Stay clear of the main. Y'all don't need to be best friends. Y'all don't need to be no none of that shit. Nope. Also, if you are going to take a side, don't do dumb shit like messing with somebody that you work with, that you're friends with, or that's part of your family. Ain't no friends and family plans when it comes to side pieces. No, that is the epitome of stupidity. Why? Again, let's go back to rule number 5, no drama. If you're going to have a side piece, why would you go mess with or you have a side piece that is a friend or your I don't know, let's say your somebody's spouse? Hell no. No drama. None. And understudy, I like that. And rule number 7, don't leave any evidence. You need to be like a damn ninja. Okay, you need to be like a ninja, meaning you know what a ninja, you don't even know they're there. They move silently. They don't leave any trace. Not a leaf doesn't move because they don't brush up against shit. They don't leave any fingerprints. You need to be a ninja when it comes to you if you're being a side piece. And if you have a side piece, you need to make sure that your side piece doesn't leave any receipts. There are no wrappers. You know what I'm talking about, the foil packaging, especially the gold foil. Okay, no. There are no earrings left behind, no brushes, no hair, nothing is out of place. You cannot leave any evidence if you are a side piece. And if you have a side piece that is working under your employ, you better make sure that nothing is left behind. Because if not, I tell you what, go back to rule number 5. You will damn sure have some drama in your life. So let's go over those rules one more time. Rule number 1, keep the secret. They don't need to be saying shit. You don't need to be saying shit. Keep the secret. Rule number 2, don't have any expectations. The only thing you may, in fact, it's a, well, no, not necessarily. The only thing that you can possibly expect is for the situation to come to an end. But outside of that, you can't have any expectations of longevity, and you cannot have any expectation of promotion. The situation is what it is. Number 3, be under the radar. You don't need to be seen. You need to be like a damn stealth fighter. You don't need to be seen. Rule number 4, don't expect to be courted. Unfortunately, the position that you applied for doesn't come with benefits. Let me not even say unfortunately, because you know what? At the end of the day, you're an adult. We signed up for the job. It is what it is. Rule number 5, no drama. This should be anyway, but rule number 5 is no damn drama. Yes. We're going to talk about that, catching them damn feelings. Yes. And number 6, stay clear of the main. There is no damn reason why you should be following the main, why you should be hanging with the main. Hell no. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. And finally, rule number 6, don't leave any evidence. Okay? All right. So here's what I want to do. I want to hear from some of y'all. I really do. I'm dropping the link in the chat. And as always, we're not using Zoom. We're going to, just make sure that your audio is connected. Make sure your camera's on. Now, if you do not want to be seen, please just let me know, and I'll make sure that we put up the privacy barrier so that we can hear your voice, but we won't be able to hear your face. All right, let me go through the comments and see what we've got. Let's see what I've been missing. I am the single one. What up, madam? How are you? Let me make sure that is on. How are you, ma'am? Thank you for joining the conversation. Good show last night, y'all. If you haven't already done so, I've collaborated with I am the single one quite a few times. She's a fellow real estate agent. Um, the only poor judgment as far as where she chooses to live, of all places, Chicago. Chicago, good lord. I mean, especially wintertime. Good lord, I'm here in Atlanta, and it had the audacity to be, I think it was 45 degrees. I was upset. I'm like, damn, winter. Anyway, thank you for joining the conversation, ma'am. Lorenzo, what to do, brother? Thank you for joining the conversation. I appreciate you having my security, my man. Shaka, what's happening? Kayla, thank you for joining the conversation, man. What you mean? Oh, Lord. Wait, in fact, Kayla, they were trying to make you, what did they call you on the show, Ready to Love? They were like, you could be you're the sexy work wife and all that other. Yeah. Yeah. They just assigned you that title. So yeah, I'll definitely jump on I want to hear from you, see what you think about that. Magnificent Repellent, that's a hell of a name. What's happening, brother? Thank you for joining the conversation. Yeah, bro, I'm like you. I don't eat pork anyway, but one thing I do like and one thing I do appreciate is efficiency. And I understand the history of chitlins. I understand that, there are times in this country's history where we as black people could only eat what we could eat or what was left over the scraps, as it were. And Kayla was a hot chick at the office. So I get it. However, it's 2022. 2022, we don't have to eat chitlins anymore. And I've tried them, because one thing I've learned in this world, this life, is this. I'll try something once and I'll try it again just to make sure. So I've tried chitlins. Hell, I live in the South. I've tried them. However, I just don't see the damn point, because the flavor wasn't that damn serious. Having your house smelling like straight up pig shit, man, this point, I don't get it. Don't make any sense to me. Let's see. The best thing about a side piece, my man. Yes, sir. The best thing about a well-appointed, qualified side piece is that, for us dudes, y'all ladies, I want to hear from y'all. Let me know what a good side piece, side dude, what your requirements are for a side dude. But for most dudes is that we want a good side piece to know her role and that she plays it well. That's why there are rules. Appreciate you saying that, brother. Yes, sir. Serenity, serenity. Let me know what can a side piece or that side dish, how can it give you indigestion? Because the good thing about a side dish or the side piece is that it's only usually taken in small doses, because you can't get it all the time. It's no different than ice cream. All right. Now, me being lactose intolerant, yeah, that ain't necessarily my thing. However, there's certain things, desserts, etc., that I do enjoy. For instance, I love some dressing. That don't mean I can eat it all the time, but when I do, hot damn if it's not busting. And then you put some of that gravy on that mug, and then put a little bit of cranberry sauce. The cranberry sauce, by the way, has got to come out the can. I'm sorry, it's got to have the little ridges when that shit come out the can, and you got to hold it there, and it takes about 30 damn minutes for it to fall out. That's that good cranberry sauce. Okay, got to have that. An understudy? Huh, that's interesting. Majestic, my man. Rule number 8: do not catch feelings. I should have actually put that on there, because what you just said, my friend, yeah, what you just said right there. Rule number 8. Y'all agree or disagree? Rule number 8: do not catch feelings. And that's a two-way street. That is a two-way street. You, as the side piece hirer, or if you are the side piece, You cannot catch feelings. You cannot catch feelings because if you do, sooner or later, you're going to be in violation of rule number 2 and most especially, most egregiously, rule number 5. You cannot catch feelings. That's a hell of a comment, my friend. Hell of a comment. You cannot catch feelings. Yes, Kayla was the hot chick at the office. That's what they call her. Yeah. Man. Boy. Shit. Foundation, though. Anyway, Sir Gerald Turner, come on, man. Why chitlins? Why? Oh my God! Of all of the foods that you could eat, you would eat that? That's atrocious. Of all of the things you could partake on, why that? No, sir. No, no. There's so many other things that you could be eating. Why would you want to even think about eating that, man? No, no, no. All right, let's see what we got. Now, coleslaw? Yeah, I rock. You know what? Okay. This show's freaking making me hungry already. Let me drop this in here one more time. Again, y'all, if you do want to jump in, I definitely just make sure. That's a good point. I'm waiting on this damn thing to catch up. He said it could have a side child. My man, truths. I lost my train of thought. Coleslaw. If you go to like say a KFC or whatever, and you know you got the coleslaw juice, if you pour that pour it over your over the chicken, man, that's delicious. Anyway, get my fat boy on. Kashaka, she says, I totally agree with you. You have to be you have to have a clear understanding going in. Yes, there are rules of engagement. There are rules to engage. You're exactly right. Both parties have to understand what it is, okay? They were good in 1906. Man, this fool said chitlins were good in 1906 and 2020. Sir, I strongly disagree with that notion. Chitlins are not good, my friend. Not good at all. You know what? Let me not say that. Chitlins are all right. Chitlins are all right, but it's not worth it. There's so many other things that you can do. Brunch hunch adventures, my man, boy. Woo! Cause your side chick can have a side child, sir. Oh shit. I'm trying to find the right words. As a man, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, tread lightly, Chris. As a man, one of the things that you must have if you are going to engage, yeah, but understanding on both parties. Yes. I think it was J. Cole in one of his songs where he was like, hey, I'm the kind of dude that has a bulletproof condom and still pulls out. Fellas, word to the wise. If you are going to engage and have a side chick, you better have a strong, solid pullout game. Because what this man right here just said, your side chick could have a side child. Even if you go in with what Kashaka said here, meaning you have a clear understanding going in, what can then happen is what Gerald Turner says right here. Both parties get clouded after a while. So even though there was an understanding that, hey, you are my side chick. And I'm speaking to my fellas now, I'm speaking to my dudes. You are my side chick. And as such, we ain't trying to have no side child. So, I am telling you, both parties got to go in with a clear understanding, because just what Gerald Turner said right here, it can get cloudy going in. You want to say that? Man, I would love to talk to you, sir. I would love for you to call in. In fact, I'm going to drop this link one more time. Of course, your face will not be shown. Oh, it's Big Sean. Don't I say J. Cole? Yes, Big Sean. Thank you. Yeah, I'm that dude. My pull-out game is strong. Lorenzo, I appreciate the security, my friend. My man said we are partners. Thank you. I needed security. I was trying my best. I'm okay. I can't agree with this one. Raw dog, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Because again, you're gonna if you do that, you're gonna be in violation. You're gonna violate rule number 5. Rule number 3, because you damn sure can't go under the radar and she's got the big belly syndrome. You cannot do that. And number 7 is you're literally in violation of rule number 7. You're going to have a huge piece of evidence. Well, not necessarily, because just because she's preggers doesn't mean that it's yours. I guess there is plausible deniability. All right, I'll grant you that. Unless, like, I couldn't have a side piece if I wanted to. Because the way, and especially get one pregnant, man, please, this is going to basically come out looking like mini-me. The way these Markland jeans are set up, yes, indeed. 2 things. 1, I can't have girls, and 2, they will look like me. So therefore, I cannot do that. No. Can't do that. Thank you. I don't know why I said, what I said, J. Cole? Yeah, Big Sean. I'm the type to have a bulletproof condom, and I still pull out. That's my man. Woo. When it's good, the rules tend to change. What up, Cheryl? Thank you for joining the conversation. Serenity squared. When it's good, the rules tend to change. Let's go over the rules. I want to go over the rules one more again. Okay. Rule number 1, keep the secret. Okay. You got to keep the secret. That's rule number 1. We live in a day and age, and it seems like every episode of this show we talk about just how much of an issue social media is, but it never fails. Oh yes, there are rules. Oh yes, ma'am, there are rules. Everything in life has rules. Everything in life has rules, and just like what Lorenzo just said, with today's social media, you're one tweet or one post away from somebody running their mouth. There's something about a conspiracy, right? There's something about a conspiracy, and in that when people, excuse me one second, there's something about a conspiracy in that just like a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If you have a situation where you have it's you and your side piece, if both of y'all can't keep the damn secret, then that conspiracy is going to explode. You got to shut the hell up. It's just like Renzo said. You are one tweet, one social media post, one like from your spot being blown the hell up. You've got to keep the secret. You've got to keep the secret. Rule number 2 is you cannot have any expectations. Now, I kind of amended that to say that there is one thing that you can't expect, and that's for the situation to come to an end. You can't have any expectations. You can't have any expectations of longevity, and you cannot have any expectations of being promoted out of your position. Okay? Rule number 3, you got to be under the radar. Again, going back to what Lorenzo said, you are one tweet, one post, one like away from being caught up, and for your spot to be blown up. You have to operate under the radar. Rule number 4, don't expect to be courted. Don't expect to be courted. It is what it is. You cannot make it be anything more than what it is. And also, the key word in that rule, go see rule number 2. Don't have any expectations. It is what it is. And a lot of people get caught up because you cannot expect it to be more than it is. And you also cannot expect to get a promotion. So therefore, the position comes with certain benefits, but there are also certain things that aren't necessarily what you want. Number 5. This is my favorite, allegedly. You cannot have any drama. No drama. Ms. Brown, you said you got courted. All right, you see the link right there. I want to talk to you about that. I had a friend of mine. She also, we were talking about this past weekend, and she said, no, she's got a friend of hers who is a mistress, who is basically wine, dine, courted, all of that. If that happens, that happens. But let's go. I'm just talking about it. And rule number 6, stay clear of the main. There is absolutely no damn reason. Yeah, of course they get treated better because they give you peace. Shit, that's what, man, please. Sex, sandwich, and sleep and silence. Man, please rub your back. Rub other body parts. Oh my God, yes. Anyway, stay clear of the main. There's absolutely no reason for you to be following the main on social media, for you to be following the main down the road. Keep your eyes front. Stay clear of them. Just like a moth to a flame, you're going to get your ass burnt and you're going to get the spot blown up. Stay clear of the main. And finally, rule number 7, don't leave any evidence. You need to make sure that you operate like a damn ninja. What was that movie back in the day where it was a TV show, David Carradine, it was an old ass show, and the dude was walking across sand and he didn't leave any footprints. That's how you need to be. If you have a side piece, that's what it needs to be. If you have a side piece, they do not need to leave any evidence. That means no receipts, no wrappers. You know those foil wrappers, especially the gold ones? You can't leave even a quarter of them bitches around. Nope. Nope. Take everything with you and toss it in the trash as soon as you leave. No earrings, no hairbrushes, no hair. Everything needs to be taken with you. Those are the rules as I've compiled them when it comes to side pieces. Now, another rule that my man added, and it damn sure makes, and that's one that Majestic Repellent added. He added a rule himself. Rule number 8, do not catch feelings. Kung Fu, that's the name of the show. Kung Fu. You cannot catch any damn feelings. This is the kind of game where you do not catch feelings. Like Lorenzo said, with today's social media, you're one tweet, one post, one like away from somebody running their mouth, and it may not even be you. Somebody's going to be like, oh, wait a minute, something's going on here. Because you may think you just putting some innocuous comment, but no, you got them social media detectives out there. They're going to figure out like, oh, wait a minute, there's something going on there. They're going to start digging. Don't give them the damn shovel to start digging so that way they can dig up your shit. Keep your stuff to yourself. Serenity said he wanted to be the main event. Who wanted to be the main event? That's interesting. Thank you, man. And looking kind of cute today. Yeah, you boys looking good. Thank you. Appreciate that. I just dropped the link again. Miss Creative, what it do? Thank you for joining the conversation. Oh, wrist tolerant. Okay. I'm lactose intolerant. Brunch Hunch Adventure says the rules change when you get stupid. Stay on point, fellas. Stay on point. And ladies as well. Of course, I'm going to speak from a male point of view. You should be putting bananas in tailpipes, not getting caught up in those bananas in tailpipes. I'm just saying, there's certain things that you have to do. People are in their role for a reason. And you remember Seinfeld? And George was like, the mixing of the worlds. And he's like, this world is colliding. That's pretty much how you need to look at it. Your side piece is in their world, in their multiverse, and your main is in there. The two do not need to. Nope. And the same thing goes for the rules. You have the rules set. The rules are established. You know, coming in, side piece, maintenance man, mistress, you know what it is. You know that I've got an old man at the crib for my ladies out there. You know I got an old lady at the crib for my dudes out there. You know what it is. So therefore, the rules need to stay the rules. Because you got too much to damn lose. Miss Brown says, they don't change when you know the difference between sex and love. There you go. Now, wait. Whoa. Let me say this. It is very much possible for you to love your side piece. It is very much possible for you to catch feelings with your side piece. And quite honestly, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay? However, let's go back to those rules. Even though there may be love added to the mix, that doesn't change the fact that you can't expect more from what it is. It may be a more intimate situation. It may be a more familiar situation. It may just be so comfortable, but it doesn't matter. Those rules are there for a reason. Just because there's love involved, all right? You may be in love, all that good stuff. That doesn't change the fact that you still have got to follow the rules. Okay? That's where most people get caught up. Yes, you can have love. You can have all of that. But you still got to follow the rules. Magnetic Repellent says some dudes get jealous when their side piece has a side piece. Hey! You know, one thing about us dudes, man, what's good for the goose is damn sure not good for the gander. We are a very territorial group. Us dudes, we are very territorial. I was just talking last night on I am the Single One's live stream last night. We were talking, one of the things that the topic that was not topic, one of the things that was brought up was polyamorous relationships. And it's only certain men can do that because of just how territorial that we are. That's a very interesting point. Very interesting point. Let's see. Lorenzo says if people could shut their mouths, there wouldn't be any reality shows. Oh shit! There wouldn't be any damn drama. Nobody would get arrested. Be none of that shit. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Let's see. Ms. Brown says side pieces are support and recreation. That's a damn good point. It's a damn good point. People eat ass and won't eat pork. First of all, the difference between eating ass and eating pork is the fact that it's kind of like smoking a cigar. You ain't supposed to swallow. Okay, so if someone does partake in well, I guess that's not poon, eating poon and yeah, that's legal. Okay, but poot, but anyway, you can eat ass, but that don't you're not literally ingesting it. With pork, yeah, you eating it, so it's like yeah. Not to mention, man, if I eat some pork, woo, good start beatboxing. Don't work for me. Let's see. Miss Brown said, "Oh, now tell me about this, Miss Brown again." Miss Brown said that she got courted. So you were a side piece, and you're saying that you were courted. Okay. Cheryl Brown. I got two Miss Browns. Okay, two Browns in here, I should say. What can Brown do for you? No drama until sex is bad. Man, bad sex will cause. Woo. Bad sex will ruin a lot of relationships. Now, one of the things that y'all know I love talking about is the stool. The relationship stool. It's a three-legged stool. And you notice that trust is sitting on top because the stool itself is in balance. There are three things that are necessary to keep it in balance. You have to have communication. You damn sure have to have finances, or as y'all Americans say, finances, and there you have to have sex. That is part of the equation. Oh, that is part of the equation. Okay. Now, communication is just that. It's communication. Can we talk? Can we talk about finances? Can we talk about sex? Can we just talk and be able to understand each other? Sex is not necessarily the physical act of sex. It's more about intimacy. And finances isn't necessarily just about money. But from my perspective, finances is more about trust. If I go out and I do what I need to do to secure the items or the provisions necessary to maintain our family, I need to trust that you'll be able to take care of it. If I go out there and slay the dragon, I need to know that when I come home, you're going to make sure that the dragon lasts for a week or two and that we're able to move forward. Not you're going to squander the dragon and now it goes to pieces, right? So, and if any one of those three is out of balance, the stool is going to be out of balance, and then the trust is going to slide right off the top. So if you have those three things, communication, sex, finances, trust is going to be there. But if the sex is bad, just like Miss Cheryl Brown says, drama is going to be there. Let's see. Magnetic Repellent says, many times side chicks get treated better than wives. Now, this I know is a source of contention for a lot of women, and understandably so. Here it is, the wife has been with the dude for years and years, and they've been there while, in the mud, all that other stuff, and then the side piece come along and reaps all the benefits, kind of like Miss Brown is saying right here. She got her own cell phone. You got a budget? God damn. You got a stipend? That's crazy. So yeah, magnetic repellent, you're exactly right. Side chicks do get treated better. And the reason why is what Cheryl Brown says. It's crazy having two Browns in here. Sandwich, sex, sleep, silence. 9 times out of 10, the side piece provides you with one of those four, or what you're in deficit of. If the main doesn't cook or whatever, man, side piece gonna feed you. If your sex is lacking with the main, side piece gonna feed you. Side piece is gonna give you peace, which allows you to sleep. They're gonna be silent, which gives you peace. Yeah. all day. Let's see. Miss Brown says, why would I do that and blow up my spot? Nah, man. Woo. It's like, why would you cut off your nose to spite your own face? So true. And a bag. Yep. Kung Fu. What he's referencing right there, there's a show, David Carradine, where the dude was walking through the desert. And I don't know if y'all have ever been in a desert. I ain't talking about just a patch of dirt. No, a real desert. When you walk, the sand is so fine that every time you walk, you're displacing the sand and you're leaving not necessarily a footprint per se, but it's more of a what's the word? It's you're leaving like a depression because your foot displaces sand and now there it is. Boom. All right. Anyway, so but the main character in that TV show Kung Fu, as he walked through the sand, his foot was so light that he was walking on the surface and he did not disturb each one of those grains of sand, so therefore he didn't leave the depression, the footprint, or anything. That right there is essentially what I was saying when it comes to rule number 7, which is don't leave any damn evidence. Walk silently. Walk away. Make sure that there is no damn evidence left behind. Don't leave any freaking evidence. Don't leave no damn evidence. You don't leave a damn hairbrush. You don't leave a strand of hair. Don't leave any damn evidence. Follow the rules. Stick to the rules. Cheryl Brown says, I was very lucky when I did have a side piece. We followed all these rules. Now, let me ask you, were there any other rules that I may have missed that you guys followed? Miss Brown, mine would keep my pennies. Well, trophies. How do you, no, okay. How would you keep a trophy? How would you keep a trophy? But then, yeah. Miss Brown, you flirting with it. You flirting with it because you're not leaving the evidence. You're literally taking it with you. Yeah, it's not a good move. It's not a good move. Not a good move. Kashaka Smith says, give me the 4 S's all day. Sex, sandwich, sleep, and peace. That's a P, but I hear what you're saying. That peace. Silence. That's when it all messed up. Men are emotional too. Men are actually, quiet as it's kept, men are more emotional than women. Let me say that a little differently. No, I'll stand that. Men are more emotional than women. We're especially more emotionally volatile than compared to women. That's why whenever you have a situation where there's a breakup, um, and there's no such thing as a mutual split, it's always one party saying yay or nay. But whenever you have a breakup, women usually get over it faster than men, especially if they initiate it, but that's a given. But if you have a breakup, the women in that situation will get over the breakup faster than the men because men are more emotional than men than women. Uh, he's wrist tolerant. Nah, he's just foolish. You cannot do that. Let's see. Um, Ms. Brown says at Cheryl, they most definitely do, and then they want to talk about. All right, yeah. I am the single one. Thank you for coming back. Let's see. Have a life of your own so you don't interfere in the others. Good point, my friend. Good point. Compartmentalize. Thad, thank you for joining the conversation, man. Let's see. I know a guy that had his lady inside communicate and share him. They both accepted the relationships they were in. Okay, now that is a good point. That is actually that is actually a damn good point. I like that. But let me say this. Would you say that situation is not necessarily a side situation, but more of a poly relationship? Because if they know what's going on, kind of like that's kind of like the antithesis of what I was saying earlier, where instead of you have everything on the plate, you got the main dish, the entree, and you got the side dish, and the two don't ever meet. If they're all together, then that's no longer a side dish. That's more of a casserole. So don't get me wrong. If this dude is lucky enough to have it, run it. But I don't necessarily think that if his main lady and the side are communicating, I'm not sure. Y'all let me know if how you feel about that. If one would be a side piece, I don't know. I don't know. I had to twirl that one around. I don't know what you said. Hell yeah, too. I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. Miss Brown said if love was involved, respectfully, there would be no side. So are you saying that you can't love? A side cannot be loved or love is given? I think you can. You can love your side. You can have feelings for your side. You just can't catch feelings and be done with them. Because I mean, think about it. Like with a mistress, there's the when a dude has a mistress, there's usually love because he's taking care of her in a way that is more of her station, I guess. I don't know. I think you can. Let's see. There's no such thing as exclusive side pieces. Yeah, man, you cannot do that. Let's see. I practice ethical non-monogamy. Finding men who do so would be great, but they just prefer to cheat. All right. Have you ever seen a cat, a regular domesticated house cat? Have you ever seen what happens to a house cat when you put a harness on said cat? What tends to happen is that the cat will just fall over because it throws their natural way of moving off. A cat moves in such a lithe, stealthy way because that is just how they naturally are. I hate to say it. No, no, no. It's not a matter are that men cheat. What it is that men hunt. There is something about pursuing a woman with the end goal of having her. Because make no mistake, if a man is pursuing a woman, it ain't because he wants to take her out for a delicious dinner. No, he is trying to intercourse her. There is something about the conquest. That is why I believe most poly relationships don't work. Not because the man wants to cheat, but there is no thrill of the hunt. That's why you can have a poly situation, and I've seen this, where you have a man, or it's more of a triad, a man, two women. And even though those two women may be absolutely beautiful, there's something about that where the man wants to go out and hunt in order to for that conquest. So it's not about, all right, I've got a pride of two women. I am a lion. I'm gonna have a third or a fourth. I'm going to hunt. And also keep in mind as well, the type of men, in order for you to have a poly situation or even just to have a side, and especially if you have a mistress, you have to be able to provide not just for the main, but for the side as well, if you're going to take it up to that level. So if you have a poly situation where you as a man are able to provide for two women, that means that you are able to provide. You are not you usually are an above average earner, so therefore you're more appealing to a broader swatch of women. So therefore, you're going to have women coming at you. So now, or at least giving you choosing signals. So now you're going to be like, you know what? Hot damn, I see you over there. Let me see if I can hit that. That's how men. So it's not necessarily like, yeah, we want to go cheat. It's more a matter of, can I get that? Brunch Hunch Adventure says, now, how a dude gonna get mad Miss Brown, thank you for joining the conversation, ma'am. Why can I not hear you? Can you say something, please? Miss Brown, make sure you, I don't know if all right. Your camera's not on, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna back you out. Go ahead and connect your audio, connect your video for me, okay? Um, let's see. Brunch Hunch Adventures says, now how a dude gonna get mad his side piece has a side piece? Hell, you got oh man. So true. So freaking true. Y'all, if you want to join the conversation, if you want to have the chat one-on-one, please, 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 please make sure that your mic is connected. Make sure your camera is connected. Now, if you don't want your camera to be seen, that's fine. You know, I won't show it, but just make sure that it's connected, okay? Why am I not able to hear you? I mean, I will say most ego is oh, you can't hear me. Oh, hold on. It may help if you could hear me. Hold on one second, y'all. My bad. Taking care of some stuff. All right. Hmm. So there's always something. Here we go. Hey, Miss Brown. I hope y'all didn't see that. All right, Miss Brown. Thank you for joining the conversation. So tonight we're talking about side pieces. Have you, ma'am, ever been a side piece? Have you ever engaged in side piece activity? I need to know. God, my bad. Hey, it like flashed on, so yeah, my fault. They may have seen that. My bad. I apologize. My fault. and of course, Miss Creative just definitely had to just rat me out, man. God darn. I don't appreciate her doing that. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for. Miss Creative, you ain't had to say nothing. Anyway, talk to me. I pushed the wrong button, y'all. I'm so sorry. I apologize. My bad. But talk to me. Have you ever been aside? Have you ever engaged in side piece activity? Mm. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. They're saying they can't hear her.
Oh,
Mic check.
yes,
All right, let me get a mic check one more time.
yes.
All right, there we go. Let's try that again. Okay, start all the way over. So, just for the audience, what you said was you were at the end of a relationship and you
Yes,
ran into a gentleman at
yes,
a gas station. Let's just say a
yes.
7-Eleven. I have
It
not been to
was a
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. How did you know? Dang, that's
Oh,
crazy. Yeah. He came to my window. He knocked on the window. I mean, I'm just being honest, like me and you were talking.
sure, talk to
And
me.
I was a little tipsy, I just came from going out, which I really don't go out. And I looked and I'm like, I was like, well, damn, he looked, pretty good. So I rolled my window down and we started talking and ended up, he just moved here and just so happened, fast forward, his home, I'll just say, we worked at the same place for the same company on the same floor. And
So,
I
how
could
big was
walk
this?
by her and she not know who I was, but I knew who she was.
Okay.
And we kept it up for probably about 2 years until I split with my ex. But then he came in and was like, this is the side piece, and was like, well, let me pay your, how, what are your bills? Da 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 da. I want to give you some money. You have children. And I said, no,
So wait a
I'm
minute, whoa. He offered to take care of
Oh
all of
yeah.
that?
He was angry because I wouldn't let him. He had never met my children because at the end of the day, the rules said you respect each other's household. Period. End of story. So even I broke up with my ex for me. I didn't break up with my ex for him.
Hmm.
So he thought, oh, well, I can just step right in and pick up where he left off. But no, you have a household to go to and dictate. This is my household. And I didn't want that. I don't want your the side. You need to stay the side. And he didn't want to stay the side. He wanted to become, you know. So
So it was 2 years?
yeah, and I would say out of 2 years, we're maybe intimate no more than my 10 fingers. But we talk every day on the phone.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yep.
Flag on the plate. Flag on the
Yep.
plate.
Flag on
Hold
the
on.
play.
Hold on.
I
You're
mean,
telling
there
me.
were other things that, what I'm saying, other things like oral things but as
So
far as,
your side piece was giving you side sex? I'm sorry. If you're gonna be the
no, no,
side
no,
piece, you
it
need
was
to come
more
on
so
through with
on
some
my
main
end.
stuff.
He wanted it more, but I was more so like, chill out. Like, to me, I was like, to me, it was no pressure. So even if
Oh,
you
there'd have been some
wanted
damn
it,
pressure.
you can't
Oh,
pressure
there.
me because you have somebody to go to first. You get what I'm saying? So why are
Shit.
you pressuring me to get
Why?
your
Because he
first
wants
dibs
some
over
poon.
there?
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna advocate for my man out there. I am. Let me sit back in my chair. Wait a minute.
Just saying.
Wait a
You
minute.
can't pressure me. So whenever I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? Again, you're on the side. You're not in the front. You're not in the household, so you don't get full access. He used
He
to get
got to get
upset because,
something.
yeah, he used to get upset because he would want me to wear all this
All he got was
sexy,
upset. He wasn't getting
sexy stuff
anything
when we
else.
went out, and I would say, no, you don't get to get all of that. You know what I'm saying? You just, again, you're on the side. You get to get whatever I give you.
You didn't give him nothing. 10 times in 2 years. That's
I'm just
Lorenzo did the math. That's once every 2.4 months. I'm sorry.
That's about right because
That's not
it's
right.
like
That is
you get it,
100% wrong.
but
You
maybe in between
shit. You'd have
those
been
it was
left. I'm
other things.
sorry.
But between those it was other things. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to see each other all the time, like I said, but it was an understanding. In the beginning, we always said we would respect each other's household, period. And we would never pressure each other to do anything. I'm not banging your phone up. Don't bang my phone up. If you
There's
call and
no
I don't
banging. That's
answer,
the problem.
wait until I call you back. Do not call my phone again over and over and over.
Okay, let me
So he
ask you this.
followed the rules.
Let me ask you
And
this.
it's hard, it's sometimes hard to do that. Most people they can't stick to it, but I think we're really good at sticking to it. It's just the sex part, I felt like I had to handle that with on my terms, not on his terms.
So why was he comfortable being a
Because I
side
gave him
dude?
attention and he gave me attention. That's what people seek when they go out and do stuff like that. They want attention in every aspect that they're lacking, like you said earlier.
Let me ask you this though. Do did he consider you as his side piece, or did you
Yes,
only?
he would often say,
So y'all
"Man,
were co-sides.
I can't have two wives. I can't. Is it illegal to get married?" I mean, we're just joking, but we got along that great. Like we're still friends till today.
First of all, you must have spectacular poon for this man to be on the hook like this. Because
Just saying.
I promise you,
But
I can.
it
There's
was, you
no
got to
way in
realize.
Hades I'm going to stick around for two
So
years and get how many months is that, Lorenzo? Every
there are
2.4 months.
levels. Maybe there are levels, right? Maybe you come in I just want the sex, but then I feel like if you really our dynamic just got along. So we graduated, and it was more of a, yeah, I do have love for him. Yeah, my car, I lock my keys in my car with my children like at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're coming home, and he beat the locksmith guy there and unlocked my car. Now
Again,
you
that's about
got
the
up out
only
of
thing that
your
was
own
getting
bed
beat.
at 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you telling her?
Was he married to his main, or was it a
No.
Oh, so it was a girlfriend situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Ms. Brown said, I'm confusing a sex worker for a side piece. But I will tell you this, though. She does agree with you, because she said exactly, it's more than just sex. It's how you make them feel.
Exactly. And I would give him massages. He's a truck driver. I will massage his legs, his thigh, everything, every part
If
of
you're
him.
massaging the leg, you might as well massage the third leg.
Sometimes
I
it's
don't
not
understand
about
this.
that.
Go
Sometimes
ahead.
it's not about, you can't just be on one note. You gotta be a symphony. That's what my mother told me. Don't be one note, Cheryl.
I
Don't
mean,
be a
you could.
song, be a symphony. You know
Hey,
what
you. All I'm saying is you can hum one note from. But
I'm
anyway,
saying?
hey,
He
hey.
got the humming. He was good with the humming, but you're not
Oh,
on
so
the
there
level
was
to
some
be
humming.
requesting it like that. You're
Okay.
not on that level. You get it when I give it to you.
Okay. So there
You're
was
not on
some
the
humming though.
requesting level. You can't push, because again, the rule said in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this.
So,
Let me ask you this.
yes.
The rules, how did you go about establishing the rules? So he came up to you at a 7-Eleven,
Mm-hmm.
knocked
Yep.
on your window. You're like,
Yep.
you looking kind of cute. So you
Yep.
roll down your window
Yep.
and y'all got to talking, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How did
We
you
exchanged numbers,
exchange
and
numbers? Okay.
we just started talking on the phone, and he basically just came out like, how he was, and he's an honest person. It was just, I could just feel his energy, and we probably talked for maybe a couple of months really before we kind of got into really seeing each other, because I really had to, and it was like, this is something I really want to do. I had to kind of
This guy's
grapple
a
with
sexual
it. Yeah.
camel.
Mhm.
This guy is a sexual camel because he ain't. Oh, okay. But you know what? If it works, it
But
works.
he said he has a high sex drive. So,
Shit. I don't think he does. Not no.
well, I don't know what that, I mean, doesn't everybody? I don't know. I mean, that should be
Obviously
normal.
not.
I don't know. Well, it's not like I didn't want to. Sometimes it's
Oh,
not about doing it. Yeah, I may want to. I may want to do it 3, 4 times a day, but he's not on that level to get that. He's not on that level to get that.
okay. Okay. See. This
The
is what
want
I'm.
is there, but it's not my job to be catering to him. You are on the side. I don't cater to on the side. You get what I give you, like I'm going to get what you give me, and I can't complain.
You know what? Um, Miss Brown, I think, is feeling where you're coming from.
Yeah,
What she said was he might still be getting sex from women who are limited to just that.
right.
But with you are satisfying him in other areas.
That's right. And
So
mentally,
he
we
didn't
were
need
really
to be
good.
sexually gratified because
Right,
that wasn't your role, as it were.
right, right. She's right. I mean, mentally, we got along. It was, we could hold a conversation about, a lots of different topics. So that was always like, kind of pulled us closer together, where we talked literally. Our children went to the same school, and we would see each other every morning dropping off the kids. Well, it's just stupid, just shit that just happened. It just happened that way. Nothing like we tried to make it, but we always kept it like, our kids didn't know. It was nothing. It was like stealth all the way to the end. You do
How
not
did it
break
end?
protocol
How
at
did it
all
end?
for no
How did it
reason.
end?
It ended because that, like I told you, he wanted to start paying, and he was saying that it wasn't fair that he couldn't meet the kids, and I'm like, are
Oh,
you
so he
effing
wanted a
kidding me?
relationship.
Yeah, like what? That's dumb. Like I'm not even about to entertain that. For what? I don't give
Lorenzo
a
has a
damn
good.
what you look like, how much
Lorenzo was
money you
saying that
have.
he
I don't
planned the
care about any of
7-Eleven
that.
meetup.
Hmm?
Lorenzo said he planned Lorenzo said he planned the 7-Eleven meetup.
Maybe.
You think
Maybe.
so?
Nah. He lives in that area. That's why our kids went to the same school, and his girlfriend worked where I work, and it just happened like that. It wasn't like when he said, "Oh, she works here," and I'm like, "Oh, I work there too." "Oh, what building?" "Oh, it's 7." "Oh, I work in 7 too." So at least it was just he was a good part. He's still a great person. It's just that he likes to he likes to have 2 or 3 at all times he can pull from. That's just him. Okay, cool.
You know what?
But you're gonna get what I give you.
I like the fact that you put some controls on it
Mhm.
because people in the chat are actually saying, like Lorenzo said, he planned a 7-Eleven meeting. Because here's the thing: if y'all work together, remember what I said earlier. Men are hunters. There are
We don't
different
work
types,
together.
but
No.
y'all worked in the same building. The same thing you said.
No, his girlfriend and I worked in the same building.
So did he ever come up there? Maybe saw you?
No, no.
Okay,
I recognized her from pictures that he showed me, like
got you.
family
Okay,
vacations, whatever, whatever. I knew that she worked there, but when I first saw her, I was like, okay, that's her. But I'm not going to run up and say nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? And we kept it like that for the whole time. She never knew me.
interesting. Okay, because what it sounds like is it sounds like he's an ambush hunter, and he pushed the opportunity.
What does that mean? Ambush hunter.
Well, you have some hunters that'll basically track you down,
Mm,
and then you have other hunters that will wait and hide and then jump out at you.
mm.
So it sounds like this dude. Well, no, that sounds
Because
like
he
more
said,
like
I
a
said,
trapper.
where did
No,
he
no, no,
said, I
that's
just
ambush.
saw you going in the going. He said,
Right.
I saw you going in the store. He was like, "Dang," something like that, and was like, I'm gonna go talk to her. He was sitting in this, but I didn't even pay. I had tunnel vision. I was going get something to drink and then go home, and I really wasn't paying attention. Like, ooh, who's a. So I was kind of caught off guard, and then again, sequence of events. I decided to go left, and that's what happened. And again, he's still a great person, super dependable, very nice. Like, we don't do any of the shenanigans because he
What are
really wanted to take
shenanigans?
it forward, like really have a real relationship. And I thought that was really ridiculous that you're even asking something like that, and you have a whole girlfriend at home
So throughout the
with
entire 2 years,
family. You got
through,
kids, and like, come on now.
throughout the whole 2 years, he never broke up with his
No.
girlfriend or whatever.
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I tell you what, Ms. Brown, she said if deceit is involved, you get put in the category of recreation. There will be love, but there will be love there, but most definitely limits. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, a side
You
could
can't let the love make you not use your brain. You got to
true,
have both. You got to be thinking logically. You can't just be goo goo gaga. Yeah, it's all great and it's, ooh, yeah, and all of that. But at the end of the day, hell no. You got
right?
to realize your worth as a woman, and we got the power. So you really can maneuver it and control it how you would like. And he just happened to be a good person. So he got what he got. So I think 10 was very generous.
Well, as I said, you must have some fantastically magical poon that the viscosity and the
I told
tensile
you there's
strength.
other things.
I
I have
guess,
magical
but
hands.
man, please. Jeez. All right, you better be
magical hands, and I do what I do.
Man, you didn't do
Mental
it enough.
stimulation.
Man, you better stimulate other body parts. Ms. Brown, thank you for joining the conversation. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Christopher.
All right, have a good one. Man, I'm just saying, y'all gonna have to do better than that. 2 months. Let's see, the seat is involved. Yeah, I'd have left them alone too. Sounds like a wild card. Man, I personally do not think it's a good idea for you to promote the main person. I'm not a good look in my opinion. Not a good look. Because you're gonna get in, you're gonna get into a tricky situation. I gotta kind of agree with Lorenzo too. What man would have a side piece that works in the same building as your girl and go to the same cool man? I don't know. Sounds like I don't want to say stalker. Just let's go back to the rules. Let's go back to the rules. Don't leave any evidence. But more important, no drama. And number three, be under the radar. This man under the radar, shit. He was all up in, man, please. That's a messy situation. Messy. But I'm glad she got away with it. That's a plus. That's a plus. Real shaky. Real shaky. All right, I'm gonna drop this one more time for whoever wants to jump on. I don't know what the hell I just did, but I'm gonna make sure that gets taken care of. Yeah, he violated every damn rule. I agree with you. I don't know why the hell damn camera just popped in. That was yeesh. All right. This was a damn good show, y'all. So let's wrap this thing up. Unless somebody else jumps in, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. So next week, not only is Thanksgiving, not only is Thanksgiving set for next week, there are other things as well. He said Jody from Baby Boy. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did for sure. Um, and one of the things that's going to be popping off next week, Sagittarius season. I get it. Not everyone was blessed to be an Aries. I know I say this every time we introduce another zodiac show. All I'm saying is this: I get it. You're not an Aries, but them Sagittarius, it's going to be your time to shine. Next week is Sagittarius season, so of course we're going to be talking about those Sagittarius, and just like we've done with every other zodiac so far, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and everything else that comes with having or being in a relationship with a Sagittarius. If you are a Sagittarius, we're going to talk about how you present to others. And we're going to be talking about that next week on the next episode of the CM Show. As always, you know that I'm an author. There are links to my books down below. So if you haven't already bought books 1 and 2, Desperately Seeking Exclusivity and Desperately Seeking Pleasure, book number 3, I have ordered them. They should be coming in by the end of the month. All right. So this is book number 3. It should be available soon. Desperately Seeking Clarity. As y'all can see, it says not for resale. It's my author copy. So Ms. Brown, you're an Aries. I fucks with you. That's what I'm talking about. Aries all goddamn day. Man. So even though we rule shit, even though we are the best, it's still going to be next week. We're going to be talking about Sagittarius. So, y'all, for those of you watching on the watching the replay, let me know. Have you ever been a side piece? Have you ever engaged in consensual behavior with a side piece, y'all let me know in the chat. As always, y'all, this has been a fun show. I've enjoyed talking to y'all. I've enjoyed this conversation. Y'all stay determined. I will see y'all next week. Y'all have a good one.